What is up, YouTube? Flatline here, and today we are going to be spectating the #1 Winter Soldier in Marvel Rivals. Now, some of you might be asking, how do you know he's the best Bucky in Marvel Rivals? Truthfully, you don't know. I'm using this tool called rivalsmeta.com. If you want to see how to use it, I made a short video on it. I'll put it in the description. But basically, I'm looking at MVP SVP ratio to games played. So this player has 43 MVP SVPs in 62 games. 64% win rate, a 5.46 KDA, and also is in one above all. Some of you might also recognize this player plays on Mutate. They have the first place profile picture, so that means they won the Season 0 tournament. So obviously this is a pretty good player. Now, I already pulled up a match replay here. I combed through his match history. This is a match where he goes 43, 4, and 6, does 25,000 damage, has a 12.25 KDA. So I already have this match replay pulled up. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm trying to learn alongside of you guys here. I am a Bucky player myself. I am in Grandmaster, and I have a lot to learn. So I wanted to watch this replay and just kind of see what he might be doing that I could be doing better. Obviously, to start with, he's just shooting targets that he sees, whatever's in front of him. He can brawl the cap. Usually it's best when the enemy team is in big groups for Bucky, because Bucky's ammo actually is explosive, so it does AoE damage. And so he wants to try to hit targets that are in packs in order to really charge up his ult fast. It's a really good pick there for his team. Uses his punch to get out there. If you guys saw that, you don't always have to use your punch offensively. Sorry, I get my mouse off the monitor there. And then obviously now they got a pick or two, so they're going to just continue to push in here and try to stagger the enemy team, which if you are a newer player, that is so big to use your numbers advantage when you're up on numbers, to push forward, try to continue to get picks and stagger the enemy team. And then the big thing with Bucky too, if you don't know this, is his abilities refresh his weapon's ammo, so you actually don't need to reload on him. As long as you have abilities up, you just use an ability and that will reload for you. Ooh, gets blocked by the wall there. That was unfortunate, but they still wiped the team, so it doesn't matter. Stacked a couple ults there. It looks like they used Mantis, Psylocke, and Bucky ult, so they are down 3 ults. And then they're just going to continue to play this choke. It's a really good choke. Hold them in their spawn. You're going to always try to go for pulls. This is big for Bucky. If you're a new Bucky player, your pull is one of the best parts of your kit. Being able to pull a tank or a support or a DPS out of position and punch them back into your backline so that you guys can kill them and get a pick is a game changer. So you'll see here his ult. Look how fast his ult is recharging now that they're all grouped up here. Getting a ton of splash damage. Look at the pull. That's what I was just talking about. Now he doesn't get the kill there, but here he goes with his ult. Beautiful. 3-piece, 4-piece. Technically, he could have held on to that. You have 5 seconds as Bucky before you have to reactivate the again. So he could have held that and tried to continue the resets, but I'm sure he was happy with the wipe. Now the enemy team has 4 ults. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to make anything happen here, though. Okay, we're going to get a Cloak ult. Is Cloak going to make it? She does make it. Really nice Strange ult. Bucky's just shooting what he sees. Trying to charge up his ult. He's going to brawl the tank. We get an ult from, who was that? That is their Luna. So that is really good. That's just an easy fight win. So there's round 1. We're going to go ahead and fast forward here. Looks like they do go to round 3 here, so they must lose this round. I don't like how the Rivals replay switches who you are focused on when the round changes, but that's alright. So it looks like the enemy team decided to portal in order to make it to point first. At least that's what I think I heard. Yep. He's gonna go backline, try to get a pull, nothing really there. He's got his ult, and if you saw there, when you're playing in these small spaces like that, if you hit your head, you will actually reset the ult right away, and you don't have to go all the way up in the air. So he can immediately slam down like that. It's really good use of that ult. Just going to be a bother to this group. Again, hitting packs of enemies like that is really good for Bucky because he has splash damage. And then the Bucky's going to do the same thing to them there. It's unfortunate. That's one of his 3 deaths. I don't believe he's died yet. He comes back out of spawn. The enemy team's going to play this choke. See what they do here. They got Invisible Woman ult. I'm assuming Psylocke will probably initiate with her ult. Enemy team has Strange ult. Again, just hitting whatever is in front of him. He's got Mantis damage boost. It'd be a big pull if he gets it. Doesn't though. Yep, there's Psylocke. Invisible Woman ults, but he is right outside of the Invisible Woman ult, so he does not get saved by that. Their Luna ults the Psylocke ult. So they don't get any value there, which is unfortunate. Back off respawn here. That's his 2nd death, and he only has 1 more death between the next 2 rounds here. Goes for the pull, doesn't get it. Beautiful kill though. Got a pick. They have numbers here. Got a Doctor Strange and a Luna ult on blue team. Enemy team has 3 ults, but if you notice, 2 of those people that had ult just died. So they're actually coming off respawn. So they have Invisible Woman ult on the enemy team, but Cloak and Namor are on their way back. Gonna go for the ult here. I guess he's timing Invisible Woman's ult running out. It's perfect timing. I don't know if he can reset on Namor turrets. That'd be interesting if it's similar to Loki clones. Big picks here. This is why Bucky can be so dominant. His ult is just great at team wipes. Gonna push 2 spawn, miss the reset. That's okay because Psylocke got the kill, and then he uses the punch again defensively to get out. So that's important to note. You do not have to always use your punch offensively. It can help save your life, and that is big in a game like this. He's playing a shield. We're going to get a Psylocke ult. Goes for the pull, doesn't get it. Gets a pick there, though. They got 3 picks. They're just going to try to continue to stagger here. This would be 2 big kills if they can get him. Ooh, don't get him though, and then Psylocke dies. So this is interesting because this is probably where they lose this round then. They're down on numbers now. Enemy team is pushing in off a respawn. They have full ults too. Only missing Invisible Woman ult. Get a Cloak ult to point. He's going to get his again, but you're going to notice here he's waiting it out. He's not going to get any value while that enemy Cloak ult is on the ground, so he's waiting it out. There goes 3 picks on his team. He was just going to jump off the map. Nothing there for him, no value. So that's his last death in this whole game. So he must really start to turn it up here. They're going to try to get to a port. They definitely have a touch here. They have a Strange ult too, along with Bucky ult, so this could be big, but Strange has to get a big ult here. He's waiting it out. There goes his Strange ult. Now he's going to go, but Luna is going to ult. Somehow he gets a kill on Cloak, though. And what is that? That's the enemy Invisible Woman ult, so it's not going to help. Somehow they're getting kills through these support ults, though. 2 picks so far. I think they also have a couple dead. Surprisingly, look at this. They actually take the point back after the port. But what happens here? So they must overextend. So he's a little far pushed up, and I think he's looking to try to harass this Strange, knowing that he's portaling. However, they now have to just completely retreat, and they're going to give up point here. Strange is going to get the contest, but they're all kind of spread out. Red team is just so much more together. They get first pick. Now it's a 5-on-5. Bucky goes down. 3-on-5. That's just going to be the end of this round. Yep, and that's how that one ends. So red team ends up winning that one. And we'll go ahead and jump into this last and final round. If you see here on this kill feed, it looks like blue team just absolutely dominates. I need to switch back over to Bucky. So I hope this video helps you guys in any sort of way. Like I said, I'm trying to learn alongside of you guys. If there's anything else you would like to see in the future, if this video did help you, please leave a like. Or if there's something else you want to see, please comment. I'm open to ideas. If there's other heroes you would like to see played by some of these top players, or if you think I could do something better in one of these future videos, let me know. He's going to get a big pull on Strange. And you see how he just kind of ignores him? He gets the pull on Strange, but after the displacement, he walks past and looks for support kills. That was really interesting, if you guys just caught that. So he actually just used his ult defensively. I have never done this as a Bucky. I probably have 15 hours played. I think it's more time played than him, and I have never done this. So it looks like he's actually pushed up a little far here. It looks like he's looking for value, and it sounds like the enemy cloak is going to ult here, and that's going to cause him to go into like a defensive mode. He notices he's out of position. Enemy cloak ult is down. He is not going to get any ult of his any value out of his ult, and then he also notices he's probably going to die. So that actually saves him. You know, to some people that might seem like a waste, but you got to understand in these high elo games, like every pick counts. So that was actually really smart. They're going to try to reinitiate here, re-engage, big kills. See, he stays alive there. I'm not saying his team doesn't win that fight without him. However, staying alive, you know, it's a game changer. So it was a really smart play by him. He's going to get his ult back fast. Definitely something I want to think about in the future, if necessary, if that's something that I need to do. Here again, they're going to push up and play a choke, make it really hard for this team to walk forward. You know, the less space his team takes up, the easier it is for the enemy team to walk forward and get closer and closer to point. So they're just going to try to pinch him in these doorways. Accidentally breaks stairs there, was trying to go and fight the Namor. Gets the pull on him, though. And that is what makes Bucky so good, is those little grabs like that just displace the enemies, get picks. Now they have numbers. They're just continuing to walk forward. Plays on the health pack there, if you notice that. He walked over to that health pack, was making sure that he didn't allow the enemy team to get it. Has farmed up his ult, is ready to ult again now. And again, this is really good for Bucky when they're playing close together. Maybe not as good as like a Moon Knight, but enemy teams playing close together is really good for Bucky because he has his splash damage. Tries to get a pull there, nothing available. Goes to fight this Namor with a Psylocke. Is he going to get the kill? I hate that as Bucky when you can't see when you go up in the air. Get a couple ults out. That's crazy they killed that Namor through the Luna ult. There's so much burst damage. Big pulls. Notice he's trying to pull enemies out of support ults as well. You can do it when a cloak finishes ulting on her last dash. You can pull her out of her ult. You can also try to pull enemy players other than Luna out of the Luna's ult. Big pull there. Big picks. Look at that. Gets 2 support kills there. Huge for his team. Enemy team has no supports anymore. They'll just walk this down and end it. Just beautiful. So yeah, you can also kill through, you know, pull enemy players out of the Luna ult and kill them, or even if Invisible Woman is standing in her ult or any of the enemy team, you can, obviously it's hard to see anyone in there, they're invisible, but you can just throw your hook in there, see if you can possibly grab somebody, and if you can, and maybe it's the Invisible Woman, you could actually potentially kill her and then cancel her ult. So let's see what his final stats are here. I talked about it earlier. He finishes with 23 final hits, 43, 4, and 6, almost 26,000 damage, and this is probably the big part here too that differentiates him from most other Buckies is just accuracy. Being able to hit your target is obviously such a game changer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was Afersie. I hope I pronounce his name right, playing on Winter Soldier. If you guys would like to see more of this content, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. Until next time, peace out.